Hey, good people, welcome back to Monique's Book List. I don't know about you, but for me, I don't do a heck of a lot of planning when it comes to reading anymore, especially once I had my burnout when it came to TBRs and all that kind of stuff, and just trying to make a list of books and do all that stuff. I don't have enough time to be that organized when it comes to reading. However, I do have enough time to kind of think about the books I want to read in the upcoming months or the remaining part of the year. So I wanted to talk about new releases and new books to me that I will be trying to pack in by the end of the year, specifically in September and October, because they're kind of fall Halloween kind of books. So we're going to try to see if some of these new releases is happening. And then I also have some romance novels that I want to read by the end of the year, of course. And of course, we got to sneak in some Christmas books, all that kind of stuff. You know, a lot to do. So let's get on this list. So again, these are new books that are going to be released in either October or November, September, October. So let's start with the mysteries. So the fourth book in my Lady Sherlock Holmes series by Sherry Thomas is being released. It's called The Art Thief. And in this book, Charlotte is trying to help catch an art thief with her friend Mary Watson and her sister Olivia. So we're back in the world of the Lady Sherlock Holmes series. And yeah, so that's the book I'm looking forward to reading, but I think that's released in October. Let me just double check. And my phone has like all that good information on it. So I apologize if I'm looking down. I'm going to try to make sure I keep eye contact as much as possible. This is released on October 15th. So good Halloween mystery kind of thing going on. The next book I have here, this book is actually published already, but it is technically new to me. It is the 13th book in the Royal Spy Nest series by Reese Bowen, which is her pen. I don't know what her real name is, but it is her pen. And yeah, this book is called Love and Death Among the Cheetahs. And Georgie and her husband Darcy are celebrating their honeymoon, and they are in Africa. Sorry, my brother-in-law is over because he's watching the Michigan game, so I didn't know if that was him or my little girl who's asleep. Sorry. So yeah, so that was coming out. It's technically out, but I'm waiting for the audiobook, which is not available until October 1st. So that's why I haven't read that. Okay, next in the murder mystery series is by Jenna McKinley. Sorry, it's in her Library Lovers mystery series. It is, I think, the 11th book or the 10th book, and the book is called A Word to the Wise. And I don't know what it's about. It's always in that little town, Briar Creek, and it's a murder mystery. So we'll figure that out. We'll see what's going on there. And then, see what else we got here. We have a new book, a book by an author by the name of Jen Bennett, and it's called Lady Rogue. It is a mystery, and I am so excited to read this book. It is straight up my alley. It is, the main character's name is Theodora, I think. Her father has been searching for this curse ring that was worn by Vlad the Impaler. Anyone who knows anything about mystical creatures, Bram Stoker based his first theory of Dracula off of Vlad the Impaler, because Vlad the Impaler was a crazy motherfucker. So the story of Dracula, all stories origins back to Vlad. So I've always been interested in books that surround that, Vlad. And so to get back to the story, her father and his protege go out to find this ring, and Theodore, I'm going to call her Thea. Thea's stuck back at the hotel Well, the protege comes back. I think his name is Huck. He comes back without her father. He needs her help to find her father and also stop some craziness going on. This book looks like it's going to be really good. By the time you see this video, this book will technically have already been released because it's being released, according to some websites, September 10th, and according to some others, September 3rd. So depending on when you see this, you'll probably see this after the 10th anyway. So either way, it should be released in September. So I'm really excited to read that. I am like geeked beyond words. Next mystery book that I'm looking forward to reading is called, well, it's not really a mystery book. It's more fantasy, YA fantasy to be exact, and it's called King of Souls, or Kingdom of Souls, and it is by, I think her name is pronounced Renee. I guess it's still pronounced Renee or Renaa Barron, and it is about a young lady who is, she's from a family of witch doctors, and she, I guess when you get to a certain age, you're supposed to call on the spirits to get your powers to be a witch doctor, and she hasn't done that yet. Well, something happens in her community where she needs to call on these powers, and her mother's like, you need to do the thing, you need to get your powers. So she has to trade years of her life to get powers, and when she's trying to help her countrymen, she finds out that her trying to get these powers has awakened this like demon king. So she's trying to fight him and prevent damage to happen to her family and to the world, of course. Now, I believe this is probably going to be the first in this YA series, so I'm really excited to read it because I've done really well at reading YA and not feeling like it's tedious and that that I'm too old for it. So I'm really excited to read this because I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed, this will be the fourth book I've read of YA that I feel like is going to be up my alley. Okay, so the last book in the like mystery kind of, or mystery and thriller kind of genre of books that I want to read in September and October is called The Sinister Mystery of the Mesmerizing Girl. And this is the final book in the Extraordinary Adventures of the Athena Club series. It is the final book. The first book in the series is called The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. And again, I talked about this series in my favorite or top mystery series video. And it is the series with Mary Jekyll, Diana Hyde, Beatrice Rappaccini, Catherine Monroe, and Justine Frankenstein. And these women are all like creations of mad scientists, the mad scientists or their father, or they're the daughters of mad scientists, and they all are based off classic novels if you can't tell by their names. So this is the last book in that series. I'm really sad to hear that it's only 3 books in the series, but I appreciate that she's not trying to like thug it out and have like 9 books in the series. So I appreciate that about it. Wrap it up, put a pin in it. So yes, this story is about them trying to find their scullery maid by the name of Alice. I'm pretty sure she has some type of secret powers. I'm pretty sure it would not surprise me if she's Alice from Alice in Wonderland. I don't know how she would fit in that world, but it wouldn't surprise me if she did. Yeah. And also, Sherlock Holmes is also in this series. He's also missing. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So they're going to go try to find those 2 people. And I'm excited to read the final book. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the romance novels that I want to read in September and October. And again, or not just, I don't necessarily need to read them in those 2 months. It's just that they're coming out in either September or October, and they're new releases. So I'm excited that they're being released, and I'll probably get to them by the end of the year. I don't know if it'll be in September or October or November or December, but I want to get to them before the end of the year. Because right now I'm sitting at 99 books. Well, actually, after today, 100 books even. And I have 15 more to go before I reach the new goal I set for myself. So I set a goal last year, I set a goal technically of last year of 60 books this year. I smashed that goal at like May. So then I added an additional 50 books to that. And that's how I got, or I guess 55 books to that. And that's how I got to 115 to read this year. So I think I'm going to leave it at 115 and just thug it out to the 115. But I said all that to say that although romance is not technically what I would like to read in the month of October and September, I'm still going to read romance because I am a romance reader. So with that being said, let's get to these releases that's happening in the month of September and October. So this new book is called, it's actually a debut book for this author. Her name is Sarah Smith, and the book is called Faker. It's about a young lady who works in construction, and it's a hate to love type of romance premise. So her and a young man by the name of Tate don't like each other. The main character's name is, they call her Emmy. So Emmy and Tate don't like each other, and of course they're pushed together to do something together, and that's how they get together basically. And the next book, and that's being released, and I believe it should be released by the time you see this video. So I want to say by September 3rd again, or it could be October 1st. Let me see if I can't go grab that really quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's October 1st. Now that I said it out loud. Sarah Smith. But yeah, it seems like it's a cute novel. I'm really excited to read it. I'm all about supporting debut authors because it took a lot for them to like put themselves out there and write a novel. So I'm all about trying to support them. It's not going to be released until October 8th. Okay, and then next on that list is by two veterans in the romance genre, and that is V. Keelan and Penelope Ward. Now, I've read several books by them separately, and I've read one or two books that they've written together. The one I liked the most that they've written together was called Hate Notes, one of my favorite books, or one of my favorite romance novels. I don't care for, or I shouldn't say I don't care. I tend to be less interested in Penelope Ward's books when she writes by herself, but when she teams up with V. Keelan, they're a winning team, and I'm excited about this new book that they're putting out together, and it's called Park Avenue Player. It's a romance novel. There's not a lot for me to tell you that is it thought-provoking, anything like that. Probably not. But I most likely will enjoy it. And I'm so sorry. I'm trying to like get a good understanding of what it is about. So, or try to read it to you. I'm not going to read it to you. But it's going to be published. This is going to be published by September 23rd. So by the end of September, I should have a copy of this. I'm very excited to be reading this by the end of the year. And let's see what else is on that list. Of course, Jasmine Gullery's holiday book is coming out. It's called A Royal Holiday, and it is actually about the mother of, is it Alexa? I think it's Alexa. Alexa's mother and family. Alexa and her husband go over to England for something, and her mother meets the security guard of the royal family. So it's an older romance, which is cool. But it's called A Royal Holiday. So it's Christmas themed. So I probably, if I do get a copy, which I am going to get a copy, she's an automatic buy for me. Auto buy. Jasmine Gullery, auto buy. So I'll be getting that, but I will probably just be reading it at Christmas time. And is that it? I think that may be it for my list. So only two technically 3 romance novels, and then 6 mystery and no, sorry, 5 mysteries, and then a YA fantasy book. I'm really excited. The reading that's happening at the end of the year. So yeah. So what new releases are you looking forward to? Is there anything that you're looking forward to that's technically already released but you haven't read it? I know I'm going to go back and finish or start reading the Lady Hardcastle mystery book that I actually got. I think I got it in like September. Oh, sorry, I got it in July or June, but I just wasn't in the mood to read it. So I'm hoping to get into the mood to read it in the month of September or October. Also, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have Boo-a-thon again this year on Booktube. So I'll probably have some books from there, some new to me books that I'll probably read, and also, and then I think there's Witch-a-thon, which I don't really know if I'll be a part of because I'm not really big into witches, which is weird because I like magic. I mean, yeah, I'm not big into it, so I'm not even gonna play myself. But I'm gonna probably treat it, even though it's gonna probably be, Boo-a-thon or Scare-a-thon or whatever they call it, will probably be treated as a week readathon. I probably will give myself 2 weeks to read because I'm gonna be wanting to read these new release books that are happening, and then also whatever fall type books come out, and then I have book club reads, and then I just have life. So I'm probably gonna try to tackle a lot of books, but I'm probably gonna extend the readathon for myself, for instead of just 5 days or 7 days, it'll be 14 days or 5 days or 10 days, whatever they consider it. I'm gonna double it because why not? I'm the one reading, right? Anyway, so I said all that to say, if you have any new releases that you're going to be looking forward to or that you want me to check out, put them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And until next time, you know what I'm going to say. Bye.